When it comes to presenting yourself as a man, there are three kinds of guys in every room. The guy, that guy, and Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody doesn't think too highly of himself, and it shows in his soft posture, insecure voice, and submissive body language. No one pays attention to Mr. Nobody. It's like he's not even there, and honestly, he wants it that way because he thinks if people notice him, they won't actually like what they see. He's happy being less remembered than the wallpaper. So sad. That guy puts on a show and performs for the people around him, but his attention seeking is so obvious, he lowers his value and respectability. People can detect social bullshit a mile away, and he's only fooling himself. Little does he know, his peacocking only gets privately made fun of by everyone. He thinks he's posturing like a king, but he's selling himself as the court jester. Pathetic. And then we have the guy. The guy naturally takes up the space in a room by being comfortable and relaxed with himself. A strong posture, low relaxed voice, and confident body language keeps drawing ears and eyeballs to him, all without him looking for attention. It's easy to see that he highly values and respects himself and gives that same respect to the people around him. Ah, finally, this is the real man. My friend, you want to be more memorable than the wallpaper, and you don't want to play the social fool. You're here to become the guy the world desperately needs. The guy. So let's get to work. Okay, the first thing to understand when presenting an image is that you're not displaying yourself. How you present yourself isn't like the hard exterior of your house. Actually, your presentation is more like the windows. Everything about you on the outside lets people look into who you are on the inside. How you show up tells the world exactly how you feel about yourself, and they will treat you accordingly. Saying don't judge a book by its cover, that's one of the dumbest things I have ever heard. It tries to make you feel good by avoiding the fact of reality. We all judge things by their appearance. That's never going to change. A guy with saggy jeans, wife-beater tank top, and a tough guy attitude, he's going to get the same respect from you as a confident man in a crisp suit who's being helpful? Please. We teach people how to treat us by the way we look and act. Welcome to the real world. Peacocking, being condescending, or acting like a tough guy, that reeks of insecurity and is actually embarrassing. But a straight spine, clean look, and calm, confident presence, that shows people you give a damn about yourself and who you are, and they'll give a damn back and be drawn to you. This is what it means to be magnetic. There's only one road to respect, gentlemen, and that's by earning it. And here's a secret no one's going to tell you. You first have to earn it from yourself. By building up your caliber on the inside with useful knowledge and abilities that have meaning to you, and having the discipline to do the work. Every human out there is operating in survival mode. And instinctively we know one of the best ways to survive is to follow a man of high caliber that we can trust and believe in. But a man of this caliber is so rare these days, there's now a void of male leaders in your slice of the world that you have the ability to fill. Magnetism isn't a mystery, it's biology and social wiring. People are constantly scanning the masses for signals of leadership, confidence, and high integrity. But those signals, they're subtle. It's in your handshake, your eye contact, your walk, your grooming, your tone, your scent. They all add up to your level of ability to attract people to you. Look, if you were a radio, you're either broadcasting, I'm a real man, or I'm not really important and easily replaceable. And if your signal's weak or sloppy, don't expect anyone to tune in at all. Respect doesn't just find you on the dial, it responds to the music you're playing. I'm Ken Kowalsky, physical therapist, wrestling coach, husband, and dad of 4. I authored Grow or Die and built Second 50 Strong because men like us were never supposed to fade away. Your second 50 years should be your best years ever, and you're not done growing yet as a man. You're just getting started, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Guys, I've lost count how many other men I see walking around with their chin up, chest puffed out, and invisible suitcases under their arms, right? It's so funny, and I'm actually a little surprised how many out-of-shape dads at wrestling tournaments stare me down and bump into me so I have to move out of their way. They apparently need to prove something to themselves. But me, I happily move for them because I'm chuckling inside at the joke of seeing a guy who obviously lives a weak life, but is pretending to be a tough predator. He acts like he owns the room, but deep down, he knows he's faking it. We all know he's faking it. That little high he gets from puffing himself up is just enough emotional juice to keep him being a slob without hating himself. How can anyone live like that? My friend, you're not the problem. The problem here isn't that we don't value ourselves, guys. The problem is, as men, we've been developing the habit of putting everyone else in our life first. We've given to and done for so many other people for so many years that we've forgotten what it feels like to prioritize ourselves. You've spent decades showing up for your wife, your kids, your boss, your team. Now, that's admirable, because I've done the same thing too. But somewhere in that process, we all slid ourselves to the bottom of the important list, and we've left ourselves there. We've stopped investing in our body, our minds, our confidence, and our masculine edge. And even though the results were great for everyone around us, the results for us are hard to ignore. We're fading, quietly and slowly. We've become the background character in the story of our own life. You've been a husband, dad, provider, supporter. Hell, you've probably even been employee of the month at one time. And somewhere along the line, you stopped showing up for yourself. That's what makes you invisible. That's what kills your magnetism. Because when a man no longer cares about his own value, he stops becoming important to himself, and the world will notice that and treat you the same way. You've led your family, your workplace, but stopped leading your own life. When it came to steering your own development, no one was at the wheel. But brother, this changes now. Let me tell you a quick story. I once met a heavyweight wrestler from South America. This guy was huge. He was solid muscle, I swear, like 6'4", and his arms, no lie, were probably bigger than my thighs. Actually, I think his arms were absolutely bigger than my thighs. This guy was so obviously lethal. He was a little scary to be around. But he was so humble and generous with his knowledge, he helped so many young wrestlers with their technique. Even though this guy could truly have ripped my arms and legs off and used them as toothpicks, he was easy to talk to. He smiled a lot. He didn't need to prove anything. His presence did it for him. That's the real man. That's the guy. He did the work but never tried to show it off. He quietly raised his value. And then he just showed up, and boy, could we all see it. Self-respect isn't a personality trait, it's a practiced skill. You develop it by consistently thinking highly of yourself, by raising the standards on what you're doing for you, by how you treat yourself every day, what you allow, what you tolerate, and how you treat others. This always ends up reflecting in how you carry yourself every day. Now, you can't fake this part, guys. You're either doing the work to improve yourself or you're not. You can't act tough if you're not getting tough. You can't act valuable if you're not raising your value. And don't demand respect if you're not becoming respectable. People are repulsed from peacocking and fake behavior. It's like standing next to a blaring fire alarm. And make no mistake, gentlemen, people will hear the real you loud and clear. From the way you walk into a room, to how you shake hands, to how you deal with a bad situation, you're sending messages. When your spine is straight, your voice is steady, and your appearance is crisp, you tell the world, I'm taking myself seriously. And guess what? They start taking you seriously too. Then something shifts. They look at you differently, talk to you differently, treat you differently. Not because they magically decided you deserve better treatment, but because you've decided that you're worth it. And they're picking up on that. This shift in perception doesn't require a 6-figure bank account or a magazine cover physique. It just takes deciding that you're a high value man and then putting in those little bits of work every day to become it. Okay, here are some action steps to take today to improve your magnetism. Finally, put yourself first. For once, act like you are the most important thing in your life and that you matter to the world, because you are and you do. Second, start putting in the work. This is non-negotiable, guys. You don't want to bullshit the people around you. You just want to show them who you are on the inside. Now, this daily work doesn't have to be seismic. Start just strength training, eat better, learn something new. I have a free crash course on strength training on second50strong.com. If you want, you can go check it out. Third, start fixing your cover. Guys, we're gonna go deep into how to improve your cover as these videos roll on. For now, pay attention to your hair, your posture, your style, your clothes, your hygiene. You're showing the world the newer version of yourself. Don't keep your inner upgrade a secret. And here's your challenge for today. This is tough. Stand in front of the mirror and take a good, honest look at yourself. Then ask yourself, if I was a stranger meeting me for the first time, what would I think of myself? Would I respect me? Would I trust me? Would I even want to talk to me? Then, throughout the day, pay attention to how you move, how you sit, how you speak, how you interact with other people, how you carry yourself even in quiet moments. Every gesture is telling the world who you are. So ask yourself, am I presenting like a man worth knowing, worth listening to, or even worth remembering, or not? If you don't like your answers, start fixing that today. Brother, if any of this spoke to something inside of you, hit subscribe and stick around, because we're freight training forward with the Second 50 Strong missions. Share this with another man who needs to feel seen again. And if you want the full, deep version of everything it takes for you as a man to become magnetic, you can check out my book, Grow or Die, on Amazon. I wrote it exactly for you. In the last decades of your life, don't go out as Mr. Nobody. And for damn sure, don't be that guy. You were built to lead, to dominate your second 50 years with more wisdom, more presence, and more respect than ever before. This isn't about your ego, my friend. This is your birthright. Be the guy, the one who can walk in quietly and still turn heads. And remember, most men fade, but you're not most men.